Hello Libra, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. I'm Chandra Lynn. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you today. It's January's full moon, so this is the second reading for January 2019. Hope you guys are having an amazing year so far. Please remember that these readings are general, so take them how they resonate with you in your life and your situations and your experiences, and leave what does not. And the last reading was you are headed down the mountain, something amazing is waiting. Let's see what else is going on. Okay. You got Fire Guardian, ignite your passions, and Air Guardian, shift your perspective. Do we have any more? Okay, so you got the Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. So that is like the current overall energy of like what it is energetically that you are doing. And then your Strength card is the Air Guardian, shift your perspective. Okay, and then you have Winter, take care of your needs. Okay, so hold on, because actually something about Winter is telling me to read that message. It says, do everything you need to do to be at your best, and then move beyond your fears and limitations. And it says, when the Winter card arrives, in your spread in the position of future or the last card in the reading, it can also indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. Okay. So so if that is your challenge card, but I really get it's just take care of your needs. What I'm getting is that with the ignite your passions, and I know that normally the Fire Guardian comes as like maybe a new love interest, but what I'm really picking up is like actual like passions for your life. Okay, so ignite your passions. That's kind of funny because that card came up first, and then you got the Air Guardian. What happens what happens to fire when you introduce it to air? It just, or wind, it just spreads. And that's what I'm getting, like, but not look at it like a fire spreading, but in a sense look at it like a fire spreading. It's not there to burn everything down, but it's more along the less, like if you can look like you're way up here and forest is down here, so you're igniting up here and nothing down here will be caught on fire, but it's just an analogy. Okay, so you start igniting your passions and then the air gets introduced to it and all of a sudden it spreads out. Okay, that's kind of a beautiful thing. And your air guardian is like I said, it's like your strength. So you're used to shifting your perspective. Okay, so you're very good at going, let me see this from a different point of view. Let me see this from a different point of view. Okay, but then in comes this winter card with Mr. Wolf on it and saying take care of your needs. Now, what that tells me is that shifting your perspective, that means you can see how your actions are affecting, you can see how others' actions are affecting, you can understand where people are viewing how they're experiencing things. Okay, but what I get from you, Libra, is that a lot of times you maybe try to alter your own actions to cause less harm, is what I'm getting. And that is great. That is beautiful. Like when you see something and you're like, oh, I don't want to hurt them, so I'm not going to do this. Okay, that's actually a beautiful gift, and that's probably why you're here. Okay, but what you really need to know is that igniting your passions doesn't harm anybody. It actually encourages them and helps them ignite their own passions and find their own path. Okay, and so keep your perspective, right? Allow that perspective, allow that air to get in, like circulate with your passions. Get all up in that fire and just allow it to build and build and build and build. And when your actions stem from a place of this is for me, this is what I need, and especially when it's not like, well, I need to punch him in the face so I can feel better. That's not the passions. This energy causes me distress. This energy causes me pain. This energy, I can't find rest. I can't find peace. I can't find serenity in this energy. And that's when you're like, time to move away from that energy. Not to attack it, not to interact with it, just get up and go away. Okay? That's take care of your needs. Okay? You can tell the difference. Anymore. So yes, that's the challenge part, is then that's the beautiful, that's a two-sided coin to that, having that perspective. You can see, okay, you could possibly even feel, but if this is about you doing you and learning to, oh my Lord, I am having a difficult time speaking the words right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're very powerful. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Ooh. very powerful, you guys are. Way to go, Libra. Like, you are very much... Holy cow. Okay, that makes real sense. Okay, so you're this fire. All right, don't look at yourself as a destructive fire. Look at it more like a purifying warmth, nourishment, that kind of thing, okay? And then with your beautiful perspective, it's almost like being able to spread that fire out. So that way, that warmth, that light, the nourishment is allowed to be utilized in the most beautiful way possible, okay? But at the same time, because of your beautiful perspective, you feel, you can see, you can understand. It's like you get that beautiful perspective. You can see all sides of the situation. You can see all different points of view of the situation, okay? But the reason, like, what I'm really picking up is that the reason why you're so good at that is because anytime you've gone to shine before, all of a sudden some kind of other energy is like, ah, you're burning me, don't do that, right? Okay, that's what I got. Okay, so winter comes along, and right now with it being winter, so this is really like boom, 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 here's some more, but take care of your needs. The most important thing that for you to know is that that fire, your fire is, it doesn't, your fire is not there to burn anybody. Your fire is there to be a blessing, okay? So when it comes time for you to ignite that power, to ignite that passion, and allow that air to go through, you take care of your needs, because this has to happen. It's almost like a pressure cooker, you know? You got to release that steam. The only thing is that that lid is not supposed to be shut on there. And it's almost like in the past you've put the lid on your pot because everybody's like, oh, you're burning me, you're burning me. Okay, so now comes this time and it's take care of your needs. And you're like, I have to spread. I have to spread. And all of a sudden you can see, you can feel, you know, and like they're like, ah, but you're burning me. Okay, this is the biggest information, okay? They can move the fuck out of the way. It's just as simple as that. You're not harming anyone or anything or any situation by doing what you feel called to do, especially when you're doing it from a place of love for yourself. This is what will make me happy. This is what I need in order to grow. This is what I need in order to heal, okay? So anybody in your life that's there, right, should be like, okay, because you're way up here. That fire ain't gonna, nope. Fire is not going to touch anything. The only thing it's going to do is rain down warmth. It's going to illuminate things so that way others can actually see and to help work on themselves. Anybody who is screaming, ow, you're burning me, is because they won't get the hell out of the way. Or any energy, I keep saying they, but I guess maybe you are dealing with actual people. Okay. They can get out of the way. Take your little legs and walk away. Take your little legs and walk over there. It is not your responsibility to protect them. They are worthy of that on their own. And they need to stand up and recognize, I am worthy to make sure I don't get burned. So I need to take myself somewhere where I'm not going to get burned. Kind of a thing. But I need you to also know that ow, I'm being burned is an illusion to them. That's what I'm really picking up. It's a false illusion. You're not burning them at all. They're just screaming that you're burning them because the idea of you illuminating and spreading out further pisses them off because they want to keep you in this like little tiny stone pit and put a cover over it and not let anybody else near their campsite, because this fire is theirs, this fire is theirs, this fire is theirs. Get the fuck away from my fire is what I keep hearing. And then it's almost like if you try to, what I'm getting is that in the past it's almost like if you try to ignite more, it was like getting sprayed down with water. Okay, but I'm also seeing like this energy adding more wood to the fire, and then with that more wood, of course, it ignites and catches on fire. But now the fire is all of a sudden bigger, and it's the fire's fault for being bigger, and more buckets of water get dumped on it. So I'm seeing like a very abusive situation, in a sense. Very, very manipulative. Okay, I sure hope this resonates. But whatever you, okay, but the best thing about this manipulative energy is you've already won, you've already conquered it. Now it's just learning and remembering that, in a sense. Okay, the energy that you are really embodying right now is lightning. It's this power card, right? So like, see, that's all you. Like, psh, you're light, you're spreading out, okay? And then it's also divine, because you see the ocean. Everything is just kind of, but then you also got the ocean card over here in the new. And this is my source card for this deck. So this tells me that it's almost like whatever this new cycle starting, it's going to be easier to get through. You're going to ebb and flow with it a lot more. It's going to be there might be quite like, there might be, I'm not sure where I'm going, because you know, I'm being like, first I was going this way and now I'm kind of going this way. You know, it's in that ocean, and it's kind of like, have that trust that you are really being guided to exactly where it is that you truly want to be. Okay, in your south, in the power card, you got release right now. Okay, and what that tells me, especially with that energy that I was picking up before, that you're burning me, or this is my fire, this is my fire. It's I want to say, like, for some it might be a complete, like, because for your higher true self gave you the tsunami card, the wake-up call. Okay, and I don't know if I need it. So Libra, I get that there's going to be some, like, this all is coming down, like that tower moment's coming down. That fire pit is going away, right? That little pit that you've been contained in is now kind of like being washed away, okay? And then because you are the fire and you're way up here, that tsunami doesn't really affect you at all. But what I kind of get is that for some it'll be like a complete, like, boom, and like all of a sudden that energy is gone. It was completely like, that tsunami just completely knocked it away. And then for others it's going to be like pieces, right? It'll start with like how paint starts to peel on a house, you know, or a sunburn when it starts peeling, you know, it starts coming off a little bit at a time. And you're going to do it like you're automatically going to do it whatever is the easiest, the most painless way for you to make it through this. Because this tsunami card is really like, this is really you. Like, you have done a lot of work to get to this point, and so now it's almost like the universe has to come in and punch through to make everything catch up to what all the work that you've done on the inside. Okay, and in the west you got waterfall, and this is my other tower card. Okay, but this card, what what the wisest part of you is saying to yourself is that you're going to make it through this effortlessly, okay? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be like, people are going to be like, how did you do that, kind of a thing. It's going to be complete shock and awe, okay? And all of this has been going on, and everything has been going on to bring you to this new beginning, okay? And this is in your north position, and this is what's coming to an end. This is like the winter position in my reading, okay? And this doesn't say like the new beginning's fixing to end. What this tells me is that everything has been, this was like preparation for this to happen, okay? And it's like, think about it, when you, like a new beginning, and if you look at it completely from completely new, like let's just go, okay? The life is going to be completely new and different than from anything I've had. And you're not sure what you're taking with you. You're not sure what's going to be new and what's going to have to be built. And that's why you're igniting those passions, because when you get to this, when you get to the part where you're like, this is my new beginning, all the tools are going to be there for you to automatically start creating and building what it is that you truly desire. It's like the new beginning is going to be the platform, the property, the skeleton, and but it's also, it's almost like, what I'm getting is, it's almost like you have, without even being aware, that you were learning how to use all these new tools and all these new abilities, and integrating all this new information that has been coming in, that is really going to set you up with everything that you need in order to start moving forward on your new beginning. And the Father Source card is fire. You got another fire card, passion card, okay? So this is very much like Father kind of like shining his light, being like, have any idea how proud I am of you? Any idea how proud I am of you? And then, so that ignite your passion with the other fire card, like this is really saying like divine, like you are your Father's child. We all are our Father's child, but right now he's like really like, look at my kids go, look at my kid go, look at my Libra go, kind of a thing, okay? But then in the mother position, you got fairies and you got earth magic, okay? And that is absolutely amazing card to get when it's in the Mother Earth position card, because this is always kind of like, what is going on? What is Mother Earth trying to say? What is our mother energy trying to say? Or in earth magic, what this card always represents to me is that you have, it's like the beautiful karma card, okay? And I love both. I love my karma card, my DNA karma card in here. But when the fairies show up, that tells me that you have done something in the realm of earth that was pure and beautiful and kind. It was to help, it was to heal, it was to aid, it was to bring comfort in some way, shape, or form outside of yourself. Completely selfless acts that you have been doing during this process, okay? And now, because of the law of the universe, all of that's got to flow right back into you, okay? So this is kind of like another shock and awe card, because it's almost like what will physically manifest here on earth for you. The opportunities, information, options coming in, availability to you, the ability, it's almost like you're fixing to receive a bunch of gifts, like in the physical. And I'm not sure, like, I don't know if it's necessarily you're going to be able to provide these gifts for yourself or if they're just going to miraculously come. But all I do know is that, like, if you're really taking care of your needs and you're focusing on yourself, you're going to start seeing these gifts come flying in, okay? And then you also got the other winter card, and reflection, okay? This is taking care of your needs. And so all the other spirits are like, we would really like to help you make sure that you're focused on yourself. Especially when all you can hear is like the screaming about, ow, you're hurting me, ow, you're burning me, BS going on. That would be a really good time for you to just go, that's your problem. What do I need to work on for me right now? What can I do right now that would make me happy? Kind of a thing. And reflect. Like, because you're in the middle of that release, and that release is going on full force for you. So it seems like you're kind of juggling like there's quite a bit going on, and you're getting through it all effortlessly. It's beautiful. Like, you guys are very, Libra, you're very powerful. Very, very powerful. Okay. It's like, let it go. Let it go. And what I'm really getting from that is when your beautiful perspective, when that beautiful gift and that ability pops up and it's going, but what if this action does this to this person? Stop and think. Is the intention behind doing this to do that? And if your answer is no, that this action or whatever it is for you to make you happy, then any kind of perceived wrongness from it is an illusion. So let it go and move forward. It's kind of like discerning. Now, instead of fully engaging in others' energies and how they see it, you can dip in and go, okay, this is how they get it, but pull yourself right back out. I sure hope that makes sense, Libra. That was your reading. You guys have done amazing. I can't wait to see what's going on for you guys in February. So, hope you guys have a great rest of the month. Happy full moon. I hope you saw that lunar eclipse last night. I did. It was amazing. It was cold. Bye, guys.